Welcome, everybody. I am the tour here. We're going to set for another live stream. We've done one live stream already, which is Rangers and the Tigers. This one is the Redhawks and the Cubs. They're basically, hold on a second, relocating the Los Angeles Dodgers to be the Oklahoma City Redhawks. Oklahoma City Redhawks were a minor league, AAA minor league team in the Pacific Coast League back from 2005 to up to 2015, I think. 14, 15, somewhere around there. I can't remember. The jerseys changed at the very end, but these are the jerseys that they had at the beginning of the Red Hawks thing. So this is basically the Dodgers lineup with the Oklahoma City Red Hawks. Marlin team, of course, is the Oklahoma City Comets and the Tulsa Drillers. We're gonna have one where all the minor league teams have a major league team in the same city. So Rangers would have the. We'll explain that in a minute. But let's get into this game here today between the Cubs and the Red Hawks and the Cubs. But first of all, the starting lineup in this pregame show. Welcome to the pregame show, everybody. Let's go over the lineup first for the visiting Red Hawks. Batting first and at first base, Freddie Freeman batting second, and at shortstop, Mookie Betts batting third, and DH Shohei Ohtani batting fourth, and at third base, Max Muncy batting fifth, and at left field, Teoscar Hernandez batting sixth, and at catcher, Will Smith batting seventh, and at right field, Andy Pages batting eighth, and at center field, batting eighth, and at center field, Tony Edmond, and batting ninth, and at second base, Michael Rojas. Now you're starting up for your Chicago Cubs. Batting first, and at second base, Nico Homer. Batting second, and at third base, John Baratelli. Batting third, and at right field, Kyle Tucker. Batting fourth, and at DH, Seiya Suzuki. Batting fifth, and at batting fifth, and at left field, Ian Harper. Batting sixth, and at first base, Justin Turner. Batting seventh, and at shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Batting eighth, and catching Miguel Amaya, and batting Miguel Amaya. Batting ninth, and at center field, Pete Crow Armstrong. That is your starting lineup. Starting pitcher for the Red Hawks, Shohei Ohtani, and for the Cubs, Justin Steele. Well, you're listening to the game. And we'll be back at the end of the game to wrap it up between the Red Hawks and the Cubs. We'll let you listen into the game.
Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. Open opening day baseball on the show. It's the Redhawks and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. And even though they're opening on the road, there's a little something more at stake because of the new city they call home.
Yeah, and, you know, their home opener is going to be the big event, but this is still an important series for them and a historic game here today. And when you're representing a new city, you really want to get the season off to a successful start.
Yeah, they're looking to give their new fans something to cheer about right away. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Justin Steele. What do you look for here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So, you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
And let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Up the middle, and that one handled. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
So now we see Ohtani at the plate. He homered earlier in this one, and it's not his first at Comerica Park.
Yeah, that's right. Shohei hit a milestone here in 2024. This is the side of his 200th career home run.
Strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there with a double. Nice way to start the year.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Muncy getting ready to hit. And there's a foul ball.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Man at second. Hard hit right side. Whips it to first. They get the out on Muncy. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Back here at the friendly confines. And starting this one, Shohei Ohtani.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Nico Hoerner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. This one in the air. Freeman drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. So here's the opening day lineup for the Cubs. Chris, what are you looking for out of them this season?
I'd say I'm looking for something new, Boog. I mean, they had the same 83 and 79 record each of the past 2 years. and they haven't won a postseason game since 2017. Baseball's a lot more fun when the north side is rocking, so I'm hoping for some improvement this time around.
John Birdie in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Count ball.
Swings and misses. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Ripped on the ground to second, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Wrigley Field, second inning set to go. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Steele back to work. And that one fouled off. Steele, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Hit weakly on the ground. In plenty of time to first, and Hernandez is out.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That one ripped, but foul. 1 out, bases empty. Got him swinging.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted.
Andy Pajes at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. On the ground right side. Corner over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Oh, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The pitch. And that one is in the dirt. 2-2. And down on strikes. And there's 1 away. Ian Happ up to hit. First pitch, not close. And that skips in the dirt.
Ball 3.
And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire bat.
Justin Turner now. Late swing fouled off. All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than a runner on the go. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Save. And here comes Dansby Swanson. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Man on second, 2 down. Strike 3. Shohei goes with the sweeper to finish the job. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. No score. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here comes Tommy Edman.
The center fielder, Tommy Edman.
That one hit to right. Tucker pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 9, the second baseman,
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-2 is the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
So 2 down. Here's Mookie to hit. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
There's the strike. Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Chases that one out of the zone. Mookie Betts down on strikes. 1 hit, 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. That misses the zone. 1-0. And another ball. And that's outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
Stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
What a battle. It's not always easy
Batting
laying off a
ninth,
3-2
the center
pitch,
fielder,
and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. Pitches in for a strike, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Amaya aboard here at first with nobody out.
0-1.
In the dirt. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So here's Horner now. He popped out his first time. And there's a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-2.
Got him swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
John Birdie at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here on opening day. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's a bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Fought off foul. The 0-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
2 on, 2 outs. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Here at Wrigley Field, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? And he grounds one back up the middle. Over to first. Great pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Here comes Max Muncy. Grounded out his first time. And a foul ball. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. Muncy, multi-time All-Star, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. Turner collects it. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. They get the out on Muncy.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out his first time. That one blasted deep to right. That's got a chance. And it hits the fence. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So runner at second, 2 down. Smith digs in now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. The other way, Muncy. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
The first baseman, number 3, Justin Turner.
Here's Justin Turner. Struck out swinging his first time. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
One of the many challenges two-way players face is enduring a full season. I mean, the sport is very demanding as it is. You start the year with a ton of energy, but by August, it's easy to forget what city you're playing in. That's why it's tough for players who want to do both. Not only do they need to excel at 2 different areas of the game, but they need to sustain that success over a long period of time for it to be justified. Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Swanson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Ground ball right side. Rojas. Over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Cubs are down quietly, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Steele back to work. Inside, almost got him. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. On the ground. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Flied to right his first time. This one in the air. Turner settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Liner, base hit. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection.
Miguel Amaya.
Swinging a foul straight back. Strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he made pretty clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. Not close with that one. Ball 1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
In the dirt, and it's 3-0. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
In the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Tucker will hit next.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
There's a strike.
0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
The next offering misses. Now 1-2. First and second, 2 down here on opening day. ground ball left side and foul ball. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Crow Armstrong, the lead runner, out at second. Horner on at first with 2 down. Hit in the air, left field, and makes the grab. And that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it 1-0. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Betts.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to third, down the line, and it's foul. Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Fouled off. He was late.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top half of the 6th. Smoked into left, base hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's going to be Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tucker makes the catch, and that is that. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Outside, and that is ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. Pajes pulls that one down, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Ian Happ. Now at the plate, he's 0 for 1. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ohtani will depart. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break.
now pitching.
Clayton Kershaw taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Just
Inside,
missed.
ball one.
Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover.
Well, those can be pretty fun as
The
an
first
outfielder.
baseman,
Got to
number
put it
3,
into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Turner, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike
Ball
one.
one's the count.
Kershaw deals. And that one a little below the knees. 1-2 to count. That's down and in. A slider missed. That one misses in the dirt. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Smith down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Line drive, and out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Fly ball down the line. Tucker on the move. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Tommy Edman at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong pulls it down, and that is that. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Swings through that. For Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and one of the best sliders the game has ever seen. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there, and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Amaya stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Crow Armstrong, the next to hit, takes outside. And it's even up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
On the ground right side, and that chance handled. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at the friendly confines, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. Steele back to work. Line drive, that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come.
Number 43 into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first, and here's the pinch runner, Hesung Kim. Back to the top of the order now. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 3. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one the other way. And Freeman is retired.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Betts goes after that one for strike 1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there. But you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. Man at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Turns and fires to Betts. That's hard hit on the line. This one could be trouble. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
substitution now at second base. Pinch running here. James Outman.
James.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Shohei Ohtani getting ready to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that one popped in the air left field. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Max Muncy at the dish. This guy with light tower power. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And he chases that one. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even at 1 apiece. So coming into the game now on defense, Chris Taylor. He's in at shortstop.
Taylor.
Here's Nico Horner. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
This to third, Muncy. Tosses across to first, and they get Nico Horner 1 away.
The third baseman, number 5,
John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a base hit right there. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. Hernandez quickly throws it in, and the lead runner puts on the brakes at second.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
And downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Tucker around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Chicago
and
Cubs,
on the mound is the closer,
number
Porter Hodge.
37.
A chance at his
Porter.
first save of the year.
Hodge.
Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Ball one, no strikes. Swing and a miss, strike one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Oh, he gloves it from his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
A quick move to his left, fully extended there in front of the shortstop to make the grab. Up with it, then a strong, accurate throw across the diamond to complete this highlight play.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Half. And there are two down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs collect their first win of the season.
Sometimes you can flip a coin with these short two-game series, but they came out, they got the first game, and that's all you want to do. You know you're guaranteed a split at this point, but now you got to turn the page and get ready for the next game. Perhaps you get a two-game sweep.
And your final 3-1. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Well, that'll do it for this one. The Oklahoma City Redhawks lose it 3-1. The final score after leading it at first trailing at 1-0, the tie at 1-1. Now is, and then once the Cubs took the lead 3-1, that was all she wrote. The Chicago Cubs would win it throughout the final score of 3-1. Luke Little gets the win, his first win on the year. He'll improve to 1-0 on the year. Quinn Crusher gets the loss. He'll fall to 0-1 on the year. Porter Hodges gets the save. That's his first save on the season. The player of the game is Kyle Tucker. He was 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs in the game. Like I said, in the first inning, it was scoreless. Through the first 2 innings of play, it was scoreless. It wasn't until the 3rd inning the Cubs got their run. That was on a Tucker, that was on Tucker grounding to center for a single. Amaya scores. Crow advances to 3rd. And then Suzuki struck out, chasing the ace slider low and away. That is what Amaya walked in the first inning, and then Amaya reached on second on a wild pitch. And then Crow walked, and then Homer struck out, and then chasing a low fastball. Bernie was called out on strikes, looking on an outside slider. Tucker grounded to center for a single. Amaya scores. And then Crow Armstrong advances to 3rd. Suzuki strikes out 10th inning. And that was the first run. Then 2 more innings of scoreless innings. Four more. Wasn't until the 8th inning when the Cubs got the 2 runs to win it. On the And so here's the third, and here's the the eighth inning. Swanson struck out, chasing a Spiller low and away. Amaya struck out, swinging a fastball down the middle. So two quick outs, and the Red Sox have a chance to go and let the damage only one run so far, with a chance to tie it. After they tied it, they thought, oh, we're tying call game going into the bottom of the eighth inning. 2 outs. The Red Hawks think they have a chance to get out of the inning and not score any runs, or not give up any runs to try to get in the ninth inning and run to take the lead. Not so fast. In the eighth inning, after Hodge in the bullpen, Rojas line to center for a single, then a little pitching. Pinch runs for Rojas. Kim still second, and then Freeman ground out to Swanson. Betts doubled to left. Kim scores. Outman pinch runs for Betts. With that being the one hit with 2 walks in that inning. Then Muncy struck out to end that inning. But this is when it opened up the can of worms for the Cubs, and they were technically 2-1, and that was what would secure the 3-1 victory over the Red Hawks. When Outman was substituted by Taylor, so Taylor came in for Outman because he was playing out of position to Homer. Grounded out to Muncy 5-3. Then Bernie grounded to right for a single. Tucker doubled to left. Barnes scores. Suzuki struck out swinging a half ground out there for a single. Tucker scores. Turner at bat, half out. That was when he was caught stealing to end the inning. So that would be the clincher. The 2 runs when Bernie scored and Tucker scores, those 2 runs will be the clincher for the Cubs getting the 3-1 victory over the Red Hawks of Oklahoma City today in Wrigley Field. That game was had a 39-degree temperature, cloudy skies, no wind. The umpires were Ed Drummond, Clyde Washington, Earl Hendricks, and Willie Keller. 41,565 in attendance in today's game. Again, Oklahoma City will try to fight back to split the series between the Cubs and the Red Hawks tomorrow. That first pitch will be Dr. Hernandez, Sean Time, Mookie Betts, and Michael Rojas, also the notable players for Oklahoma City in that one, despite the loss. And Oklahoma City will take on the Chicago Cubs tomorrow in a game 2 before they take on the Tigers back in OKC at the Chickasaw Bridgetown Ballpark in our created ballpark. That's what it's called. So that one will be Blake Snell will get the start for the Oklahoma City Red Hawks, trying to split the series between them and the Cubs. and Shota Imigana will get the start for the Cubs. At first pitch will be at 2:30. 2:30? 2:30, somewhere around there will be when this will first pitch between the Cubs and the Redhawks for game 2 of a 2-game set. So our coverage will start at 2:30 with a little bit of a pregame show. Go over the lineup and kind of review yesterday's game and look ahead to tomorrow's game between the Cubs and the Redhawks. As Blake Snell, like I said, gets to start, and Shunda Imagna will get to start. I think that's how you say his name. I could be wrong. I will probably be corrected tomorrow when I hear it said in the game. So that is the gonna do it. It's a 3-1 win for the Chicago Cubs over the Oklahoma City Redhawks. Oklahoma City Redhawks with this loss fall to 0-1. The Cubs improved to 1-0. Tomorrow's broadcast, like I said, again at 2:30 right here on my YouTube channel with the pregame show just shortly beforehand. And then the postgame show, of course, following the game. This broadcast, see here, hour and 7 minutes broadcast for today. I think maybe about an hour, close to an hour. The game was completed around an hour. Again, the Oklahoma City Redhawks will take take on the Chicago Cubs to finalize the 2-game series before the Cubs go on the road to Detroit, or go host Detroit. Host Detroit. They're on the road to Detroit. Host Detroit, excuse me, in a 3-game series there before they are home for. They have a Redhawks have a home stand for 2 games. Their first homestand is against the Detroit Tigers. That'll be on Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be that game on May 12th. Or sorry, May 13th, 14th, and 15th will be that series between the Redhawks and the Tigers, and then they'll host the Braves before an off day on before our off day. Off today is this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the first game against the Braves will be. Let's try this again. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be the game against the Braves. Then the 19th will be the off day before they take on the Philadelphia Phillies in Philadelphia on Tuesday the 20th. So that'll be the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be the series against the Phillies, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then another Monday off. And then they will take on the that'll be So then they'll take on the Cubs again. This time a 3-game series against the Cubs. They had 2-game series against the Cubs this time, but the 3-game series against the Cubs next time. But this time it'll be a home game in that created ballpark I created. So and then the Colorado Rockies come to town or then we'll host the Rockies. They'll be in Arlington against the Rangers in the game, and then the Cubs again another 2-game series there, and then the Pirates and then the Marlins in the month of April. In the month of so this is the 13th, 14th, 15th, and then that's the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20, 21, 22, 23, and then 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then 31, and then the 1st of June. Yeah, so we're behind in minor leagues. Oh, the minor league one, that will resume. Let me say this first. There's your standings so far at the NL West. Let me say this. Oh. And then for the minor league one, we'll try to see if the Comets can make the sweep. That'll be a game also tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow we'll have that be the second game. Bobby Miller will get the start for the Oklahoma State Comets. And for the El Paso Chihuahuas, it'll be Ryan Bird. Can Oklahoma State improve to 5-4 in the year and split the series between them? And will we have a split series between the Comets and the Redhawks in the OKC thing? That'll be both at the Chickens. Well, one will be Chickens Town Ballpark. The other one will be at Wrigley Field in the game. So those are the and then the Comets go on the road and the Red Hawks coming home, so it makes sense to just swap. And then okay, that'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday we'll have off. And then Tacoma will come to town to take on the Comets for the. So this is the 12th, then the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and then 19th, and then the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, then 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. Then first, second, then let's see here. Trying to see if we will be able to get caught up in the. If we do. Kind of down. We're supposed to be here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or sorry. Yeah, 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29, we are 29 games behind. So, if we do 1 and 1 here tomorrow, so, but we gotta finish out the series for the Redhawks too. So, we'll find out what we want to do there. To get kind of probably if we do a double header, when we do it, hold on, we do a double header here. We do Albuquerque and Round Rock tomorrow, and not do. I think we're gonna come back. I think okay. Here's the plan so far. So I had said I know this is different from the actual game I was doing, but this is just for a channel update. So instead of doing the Redhawks Cubs game tomorrow, that will still happen. It just will get pushed back. That doesn't matter whether it finishes on time or not. That's a separate series on the channel. So if we do Albuquerque and Round Rock tomorrow, doubleheader, that'll be one game into the next series, and then we do that on the 12th. So 12th here, and then the 13th, then the 14th, then the 15th, then the 16th, and the 17th, and 18th. Yeah, so 13, 13, or sorry, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. Then 20, 21. Or sorry, 21, 21, and then 22. 22. Oh, let me make sure that's right. 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14. Then 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, and then 20, 20, and 21, 21, then 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27, 27, 28, 28, 29, 29, 30, 30, 31, 31, and then 1, 2, or 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and then 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. We should be caught by June 7th, and 7th, and then the 8th would be on the 8th, and so on and so forth, because you have Mondays off in this game here. So that would, if you take those away and just do double headers, boom, 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 you should be caught by June 8th. Then we would have the 8th and the 8th, and then yeah. So that is the deal. So we're just gonna do Comments Baseball from now until then on the channel. Football will return on June 9th. So will Redhawks baseball. So that's gonna do it. We will have, like I said, we'll have this game and then this one. So this one and this one tomorrow. And then we'll have this one and this one on Tuesday, and then Wednesday will be those two, and then In Around Rock and Start to come up on Sunday, and then we'll go. So we should be caught up till. Oops, we should be caught up on June 9th or June 10th, depending upon if I can do doubleheader on Sunday or not. If I can do doubleheader on Sunday, we will caught up by the 10th for the Albuquerque series. We will be caught up for the Albuquerque series one way or the other. I guarantee that. So, and then we'll do the 10th on the 10th, and the 11th on the 11th, and on so and so forth. Through the month, rest of the month of June and July, we have the All-Star Futures game. This is All-Star Break right here. All-Star Break for the Major League is... I have no idea where the MLB All-Star game is. Let me see here. Let me make sure that stays right. Yeah, that stays right. Alright. We have a pass when where's the All-Star game? I'll tell you. All-Star game is in Atlanta. It's tourist park is in Atlanta, and it'll be the show 25. That is where the All-Star game. Oh, I like the A being the Atlanta Braves A. Okay, that's cool. So we'll have that. Like I said, we'll have 2 versions of that. 2 home run derbies, and we'll have, of course, the All-Star Futures game. That's the minor leaguers. I think it's just one Futures game. It used to be a AAA All-Star game, but I think it's now just a Futures game. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it when it comes to All-Star break. That'll do it. Until next time, you want to do tomorrow. We'll see y'all tomorrow for our Comments Baseball doubleheader between El Paso and then the second one against Round Rock. So it's a split team doubleheader. First game sometime early afternoon, around noon, 1, and then 2, 3 o'clock or so, we will have game number 2 on the channel. So until then, this has been the YouTuber sign off. Until next time, keep on YouTube, everybody. We'll see y'all tomorrow for comments, Oklahoma State Comments Baseball on MLB The Show on my channel. So it'll be MLB The Show 25 for the PS5 and Oklahoma State Comments Baseball. Again, your final score: the Chicago Cubs 3, the Oklahoma State Redhawks 1. Join us tomorrow for more MLB The Show action on my channel. Until next time, saying so long and keep on YouTube.